Y'all, Clay's been wanting to fix us one of his big old gourmet hamburgers. So he fixed us one today. Don't that look amazing? We've got sweet potato french fries. Yeah, let me see if you see his burger. Woo, Clay. What you think? Do you like them?
Yeah, okay.
Good deal. It looks good. I haven't had a bite yet, but it looks and smells amazing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you cooking for us, man.
Yeah.
This is my breakfast today, guys. Scrambled eggs and bacon. Nothing special, but it is what it is. It's good, and it's just a trace of carbs. So I haven't been doing great, but I am doing better. So, all right, guys. This is supper. It is quinoa, sweet potatoes, chicken, baby spinach, sweet potatoes, tahini. I think that's it. Dan has already eaten, and he said it is really, really good. So I will let y'all know after I eat it what I think. But it smells good, and I mean, I love all the stuff that's in it, so I can't imagine that it's not good. So yeah, that's supper tonight. All right, y'all. I just took a big old bite. It is really good. We will definitely be doing this again. And it also has some garlic and some onion salt and pepper. But it was supposed to have chickpeas in there, but that was because it didn't have chicken. So I put chicken, and therefore I didn't put the chickpeas. But I think next time I'll do the chickpeas too. Because I can't imagine it hurting, and it would just be like even that much better. But y'all, it's really good. The tahini is, basically just ground up sesame seeds, so it's got like a nutty flavor. Y'all, it's really good. So yep. All right, y'all, I'm looking like death warmed over. That's why I ain't showing you what I look like. Anyway, here's the dress. It's too tight in the arms for me. Obviously I can get in it, but it's more uncomfortable than I want it to be. So I'm going to show you what I would do. I think I'm going to cut some out of the neck too, because I would like this a little bit more. But what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take a piece out of the skirt, because you can see the skirt's really full. So I'm going to just go down one of the seams and take a piece out and sew it under the arm to give it more room so that it works for me. Yeah, don't look at my nasty room either, y'all. It's a mess, but yeah, I just thought I'd show you because I want to wear it. You could do a lot of different things. You could cut the sleeves out and just make it be, sleeveless. Obviously, that would work, but I'm not a sleeveless person. But you could do that and then wear a t-shirt under it. It's too hot here in Texas to wear 2 layers of clothes. Or what I would normally do is wear like a cardigan or a duster or something like that with it. But again, it's too hot in Texas to wear 2 layers of clothes. So, okay, guys, I've got the center back folded in half. I took and pinched the 2 side seams together here. I pinched those together, and this is the center back. Now, you may think we could take it out of the side, but we're only going to need one piece. So if we took it off of just one side, then it would hang funny because you're only cutting it out of one side. So there's not a seam in the back, but I'm going to make one. I'm going to take and cut about this much here, and then I'm going to do it kind of like a dart. I'm going to take and cut about this much and then taper it back into the dress here and then make a little seam right there and then take this and use it on my sleeves. But I just wanted to let you know that we're going to do it out of the back. Even though there's not a seam back there, this dress is so full you'll never notice it. And yeah, if you took it off of just one side, it may hang funky. And so yeah, and another thing, this dress has pockets. So if you're not like into pockets, I love pockets, so I'm not going to do it with the pockets. But if you are, where is it at right here? Wait, what? Oh, here it is. If you're not really into pockets, that keep in mind that that's extra material. You could take all this material and use that and then just sew that seam closed if you're not, into, really into pockets or whatever. If you're like me and you're wanting to do something to a dress, keep in mind that the pocket is a lot of extra material that you could use if you needed to. But yeah, I'm going to get it done and then I'll show you what I've done. And this is what I've done. This is the piece that I cut out, and I'm going to half it and use half on each side. And you want to go at an angle like this so that you can work that seam back into the dress, and you won't have like a big pucker back here. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to cut it like this, and then you've got this big funky piece. You want to, fade it out. I don't know how to describe that. You want to, because this is like it folds down to nothing. That's what it looked like. See, it goes to nothing. That way you can run your seam and it runs straight and you not have a big chunk right there. You know what I'm saying? And then I will split this and use a piece under each arm. Yeah, let me get that done, then I'll show you. All right, I've got my two pieces. And you don't have to do this. I mean, I have a serger, so I do it. I serge the edges of everything. I serge both. You can do this with, what I meant was, you will need to finish these edges out or it will ravel or unravel. So I serge the edges, but you could do that with just a zigzag stitch. You don't have to have a serger. And then I also serge the edge of the back edge of the dress where I cut it out, and then I'll sew this together. And it doesn't matter. I pretty much serge everything with white because I come back and sew the seam with a color that matches it, so it doesn't matter. And then I'll come back and I'll cut under the arms and serge both of those seams and then put this in. All right. Okay, let me do that and I'll be right back. This is another tip I'll show you. I sew it. Y'all, this is hard to do one-handed. I come down it, and then I turn around and come back down it. So this is my thread, my start and my finish thread. I'm going to tie them. This is my start and my finish, and I'll tie them together in a knot, and that way your stitching will be secured. And then let me show you. Okay, and then right here is where, see where I cut it out? Well, I sewed past it so that we don't have this pucker. Like if I came like straight off of the edge here, we would have this pucker in the back. So I ran, you go past it and then come out to nothing so that there's no pucker anywhere. Does that make sense? You see where I went to? I went to right over here. Like I went to nothing. You can see it. I went to, like I came all the way off of the material. So there's no pucker. I went past that and went, just took it straight just so that it doesn't pucker. Anyway, I don't know if I've made sense or not, but that's what I do. Okay, now this is the sleeve. I've cut under, like this is under the sleeve. This is where my little piece is going to go. And just like we did in the back, we're going to start with it that size, and then we're going to taper down. I'm not going to go this long into the dress. I'm just going to go like to here. I'm going to go, this is actually the sleeve and the bodice. You may not need room anywhere but the sleeve, and that's really the only place I need room. But just to taper it in so that it's not, like I had said with the skirt, a big pucker, we're going to put it in and fade it down into the bodice. All right, and there it is done. Now I have room to move around, and look, see the little addition under my arm? You can't even tell. Yeah, you can't even see it's there. And you can't see that any is out of the back. And I usually wait until I get that done to see if I want to take some out of the neck, because sometimes loosening up the arms will make this not feel so choky. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to still take some out here because I'm not really, this is too choky for me. But that's how you can fix clothes, guys. This dress was like 20 something, $24, $25. I couldn't have worn it otherwise, because of the sleeves. But y'all, this would work for, like, I know a lot of times we have you know, too much boobs to go in a dress. So Clay's in there laughing. So we could add here and give yourself room here too, and that way you can wear a $20 dress. Yeah, and even stopping and showing y'all how to do it, it was less than 15 minutes. So anybody can do this. All right, y'all, it's not low carb tonight, but I'm not eating because my stomach's not feeling all that good. But I made provolone, I'm losing my mind. There's provolone cheese on there. I made Philly steak and cheese sandwiches. And like I said, it's got provolone cheese, onions, bell peppers, and steak. That's what they're having for supper tonight. My stomach feels gross, so I'm not eating. Yeah, so that's supper tonight, though. The joys of having a cat. Do you see my eye? Yeah, I'm miserable at the moment. Hey, y'all. I know it's been a hot minute since you've seen me with makeup and hair and all that done. But here I am, y'all. I didn't film much for the vlog this week, and I didn't get it up, as you can tell, I didn't get it up on Friday like it normally goes, because I was lazy. Not only was I late, well, I mean, I wasn't lazy. I had a lot, you know, that I didn't have to get done. I wanted to get done. Anyway, we went to Arkansas for my best friend's birthday. Yeah, Callie sees Papa outside, and she's like, wait a minute. I think I need to be outside. Anyway, we went to Arkansas for my best friend's birthday, y'all. When I tell y'all, it's been so long since we've been anywhere. Y'all know we had some COVID, some lockdown. We haven't been out. I've been lazy. But we went up there, y'all. I, you know, got dressed, makeup, the whole 9 yards. Felt, you know, good to get out for a change. But it felt even better to go see her. Because, you know, I hadn't seen her in, I don't know when. But, y'all, when I tell you, we had an amazing time. Well, Dan and Clay and I, all three went. Dan and Clay went to their family's golf tournament. And it's yard golf. I say golf tournament. People go, oh, they play golf? They play yard golf. They hit tennis balls with golf clubs. And they have a course in the whole 9 yards. So it's, you know, it's uppity yard golf, if anybody even knows what yard golf is. I think they might have made that term up. I'm not sure. I love it. I think it's awesome that they've done it. I mean, yes, it's country, but we from the country, so that's okay. But yeah, it's a big deal. They all get together every year and they didn't last year because of COVID, and so they got to go and see everybody over there. I went to my friend's because it was, you know, her birthday, and also it also marked like our anniversary because that's when I met her. I want to tell that story right quick because this vlog getting very long, and so I'm going to tell this right quick. It was our anniversary of, you know, meeting and being friends, which we have been BFFs for 34, I think it's 34, 33 or 30. I'm not even sure now. 33, 34, anyway, 31. We've been best friends for like 30 something years. Well, and I'm going to tell it right quick how we met. 100 years ago, we had moved to Arkansas, and we were having some carpet laid in our house. Well, it was like the next town over, because y'all know we from the sticks. It was the people that was going to lay the carpet was in like the next town over, which is a different state. And so back then, you know, there was long distance on the phone. Well, they called me to tell me that they weren't going to be able to get to my carpet that day, and asked, this is another like advantage of living in the country. They said, since we're not going to get over there, there's somebody in the bottoms, and they said her name. I'm not going to say her whole name. But anyway, they said her name and said, could you call her for us and tell her that we're not going to get to come? Well, I didn't know her because her husband, he's from the town I grew up in, and it's a really small town, but he was a good bit older than me. So I knew of him, but I didn't really know him. And so I really didn't know her. And I'd never met her before, never even heard her name before. And I was like, ooh, okay, yeah, I'll call her and tell her that y'all can't get to the carpet today. So I called her and I go, hey, you know, this is so-and-so, and we both had carpet coming from this carpet place, but they called me and said they're not going to be able to come today and wanted me to let you know too. That's how I met my best friend. Y'all, is that not like the craziest, like awesome story about meeting a best friend? So anyway, literally she was pregnant with her first daughter, and so, and anyway, it was her first daughter's birthday, her birthday. We just, anyway, got together. Y'all, do you know how much I miss her? I don't think she watches my videos, but in case you are, girlfriend, you know how much I love you. You my BFF for life. You ain't getting out of it ever. We're going to be sitting, oh, y'all, there's something, we had the best time, y'all. Like right here, my rib muscles hurt so much. I had to take Excedrin this morning because my head hurt so bad from laughing. We laughed so anyway, we were having a great time. Visiting, eating, playing, laughing, carrying on the whole 9 yards. Well, Lisa and I had gone outside with a couple of her granddaughters, and we were sitting out there. And you know the little clover, the little flower? I think it's a clover. You know, it's a little whitish pom-pom looking thing, and you poke the stem of it with your fingernail, and you can thread, it makes a hole in it, you can thread another clover through it. We were showing the little girls, you know, how to do that, and just talking and just loving life. And the little 3-year-old gets up, and she finds a stick, y'all, about that big around. And she's just playing. I'm not sure who even said this. Maybe it was me, maybe it was Lisa, maybe it's one of the girls. I don't know. One of us said, look at all those pretty flowers. And as we said that, Georgia was swinging around in a circle with the stick. Well, the stick comes and catches me like literally at the base of my head in the neck. And I go, ah! Like that, because it was this stick out of nowhere takes me out. And it's one of those things you just had to be there, y'all. We started laughing because it was hilarious. Well, poor old Georgia, she was mortified because she had hit me with this big stick, and I guess she thought she was going to be in trouble or whatever, or that I was going to be mad or that she'd hurt me. Sweetest little girl ever, y'all. She throws the stick down and runs and gets behind Lisa and will not say a word. She's like, woo! Yeah, we're laughing, y'all. Hold on, let me go get it. I'll show you. I don't know if y'all have ever seen one of these. Have you ever seen one of these? This is, when I put my hair up in a bun, I use this. It's like a scrunchie, you know. Anyway, so, and I had my hair up in one of these. Y'all, Lisa and I were laughing so hard because it caught us off guard. And normally, I'd be rolling by now because every time me and Lisa have talked about it, like she texted me this morning, look at them pretty flowers. And we got to going again. It was so funny. Anyway, you know how old people would mess with little kids and like stick their false teeth out at kids, you know? Well, when that happened, it just made me think, nobody knew I had this. I've never showed anybody this. And y'all, it's like exactly the same color as my hair. Anyway, thank God for Amazon. So I had a bun up here, and I said, oh no, y'all. And I pulled my thing off. I said, she done knocked my head off, which probably traumatized her, to be honest. But me and Lisa were laughing so hard. And the little girls' faces were like, you know, y'all. And the other little granddaughter that's 6 said, oh no, what is that? She said, oh, the look on her face was hilarious. See, it's not even funny now, but yesterday we, like literally, my muscles are sore. Lisa's over here, the front of her shirt's just wet from her wiping tears. Anyway, it was hilarious. It's one of those you had to be there moments. So anyway, yeah, we had a great weekend. I'm so glad that we took the time to do that because we started not to go. The weather's not been good. And it ended up being a perfect day. It was beautiful. We had a great time. I'm sorry I didn't get the video up on time, that I'm a couple days late, but I figured, you know, better late than never. And another thing, you know, in my I think last week or the week before's vlog, I had shown y'all how I was going to dye this, my throw, you know, my throw, whatever you call it. Well, I had gotten a sandstone color. It was ugly, y'all. It was like an orangey color. So I went and got black. Y'all, is this not beautiful? This is the most beautiful gray. I love it. I absolutely freaking love it. It's exactly what I wanted. I mean, I thought it was going to be like a taupey color. That's when I ordered it. But it came like a yellowy, you know, I didn't like it. Anyway, beautiful. Love it now. So I thought I'd show that to you because I'm so bad about starting something and my brain's going 9,000 miles an hour, and then I don't finish my thought because my brain has run on to something else. So I know I'm terrible about not finishing stuff. So I don't want to leave y'all hanging because I know that's kind of annoying to me too. So that's really it. That's all. Yeah, we had a busy week, you know, getting everything. Oh, and the ceiling up front, y'all, is amazing. I cannot wait. I've given Dan a deadline. When I took the picture, the day he cut the floor out and dropped it was June the 28th. He's got till June the 28th for us to get that room finished. So that's our deadline. We're working toward that. And the ceiling is going to be magnificent. He's done the ceiling. I might have mentioned this. I can't remember. He's going to 3-step the trim. I don't know if you may not know what that means. That's like 3 different trims. You know, that's 3-stepping. Anyway, so he's going to do that. We're going to get that room finished, hopefully by June the 28th, because I want it to be like a 1 year. No more than 1 year. Can't go. And I told him it better not go more than 1 year. 1 year has been plenty. But anyway, I hope y'all have had a great week. We've had a fantastic week. We got to get with, you know, we're going to have to get out and enjoy each other's company more. But yeah, Dan and them played golf. I think they played 1.5 rounds of golf. I visited, had the best time with my BFF, and then he came back and got me, and we came back home. Yeah, it was pouring rain. Thankfully, it had held off all day long, so we'd had a great day. But yeah, how are y'all this week? Have y'all had a good week? Are y'all feeling good? I'm feeling great. You know, I mean, you know, we're fully vaccinated. No residual side effects from that. Let's see, this week, what have I got going on? I can't really think of anything. I'm going to do better. As you can see, I'm trying to do better because you feel better when you get up and get dressed. And so, and it's a big old lie, y'all. I'm probably going to wake up tomorrow morning, throw my hair up. Oh, and the little girl, when I finally asked, like, it's okay. I said, no. I said, this is just my ponytail holder. The other little girl that was 6, she said, is that a scrunchie made out of hair? And I said, yeah, that's what it is. It's just a scrunchie made out of hair. It's no big deal. I said, you know, and I was like, you can touch it. It's no big deal. It's hilarious, y'all. Yeah, listen, that was truly a you had to be there moment. Oh my God, we were rolling. Can you imagine two old, oh, I don't want to call, you know, Lisa old, but 2 older women sitting out in the driveway rolling. People probably thought we was crying or something. I don't know. Can you imagine if somebody passed by and saw us sitting out in the driveway with the kids, what in the hell we were doing? But yeah, that's what we were doing. Thank you guys for hanging out here with me. And I'm going to get some stuff made. I'm going to make some curtains for the room up front. I'm going to cover a couple of chairs. Like Dan and I joke, we're Edith and Archie, you know, like Archie Bunker. I'm going to cover us chairs to put up there, and then we'll share one big ottoman. And I want to make some curtains. Yeah, I want to go ahead and get all my stuff finished so that when he gets the ceiling finished, we can get it painted and the floor put in, and then I can move everything in up there. So that's the plan. June the 28th, guys. It better be done. I'm going to murder him. No, not really. Anyway, he's done a really good job. So, I mean, it has taken him a while, but he's been busy and all that kind of stuff. So, anyway, that's it, guys. I appreciate you coming here and hanging out with me and always having such nice things to say in the comments. I love y'all, and I will see you next week. Bye, guys.